Aloha dreamweavers, gather round today. We got a message, a truth to say. They call it a label, but it sets us free. We're shining bright with our ADHD. We're neurospicy, wild and free. Not broken, just full of energy. We see the world in color so bright. With love in our hearts, we rise to the light. Some might say we're out of line, but we're just dancing in our own time. No sickness here, just who we are. We're cosmic souls, we shine like stars. We're neurospicy, wild and free. Not broken, just full of energy. We see the world in color so bright. With love in our hearts, we rise to the light. Some might say we're out of line, but we're just dancing in our own time. No sickness here, just who we are. We're cosmic souls, we shine like stars. We're neurospicy, wild and free. Not broken, just full of energy. We see the world in color so bright. With love in our hearts, we rise to the light. Hyper focus, let it flow. We see what others never know. We're not too much, we're just enough. We rise above when life gets tough. We're neurospicy, wild and free. Not broken, just full of energy. We see the world in color so bright. With love in our hearts, we rise to the light. So embrace your fire, let it shine. We're all unique in our time. Aloha dreamweavers, don't forget. You're magical, you ain't seen nothing yet.
All right, all right. Aloha, my beautiful ones, my magical souls. So excited for this very, 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 very special spirit spirit journey because we're going into new moon eclipse and Chinese New Year all at once. And yeah, that is a very exciting time. This is going to be very, very exciting. That's why I'm very excited for today. Let me just check. I hope we don't. Let me see if I can undo this. Very good. All right. So for everybody who's here for the first time, welcome. My name is May. I'm your Neurospicy cyberwitch here to support you in connecting with your spirit guides every Sunday at 9 p.m. Central European Time. Or 21 o'clock. I think we can say that as well. Yes. So just a quick one to my background. I have a witchy, shamanic, Hawaiian background in the things that I learned and that I pass on to everybody. And the journey that we're going to be doing today is mainly guided by my spirits. But it finds its roots in a mix of shamanic journey, guided with spirits. And I know that there's might be some people out there, hey, shamanic journeys are never guided. Well, these are. If this is your first time here, if you've never done any of these journeys, because I especially do these for anyone who is neurospicy, I want to call us neurospicy, neurodivergent, highly sensitive. The thing with these journeys are for me that you don't have to sit still. You can move if you want. You're probably going to see me moving a little bit at some point. Find a place where you feel comfortable, either sitting down or if you'd like, maybe even, going on a walk. I always recommend to do the first time, at least sitting still for the first time, not sitting still, but, like either sitting or laying down. or at least in a place where you can close your eyes, just because I feel that for the first experience, that's easier. And once you get to know my voice and you're connected to that, it makes it easier to go on walks. But if this is just a suggestion, if you feel more comfortable listening to me while you're on a walk, please feel free to do that as well. The important thing about these journeys are that you hear my voice and that you can follow along with my voice. So, if you feel more comfortable using any kind of gadget or, like I said, walking around, please do that. That's the important part. Um, we are streaming this right now on YouTube for anybody who wants to, watch on YouTube. Everybody else who has come through my cyber coven has the invitation to come in on Zoom. And once we finish the journey, I will shut off the recording and the streaming on YouTube, and then we will have some time to do a Q&A in case you have any questions to that part. So that's the technical part. A second technical part that I have today, that because I've been listening and I know that I like, I like sometimes to use music to also, lift us and take us around. But because I want to make this more your kind of journey, and because we are so mixed, because we have, the different spectrums of neurospiciness and highly sensitive people. So everybody's very different as to having music or not during a meditation. So I want you to use this time while I'm explaining everything to, if you like music, to go and find your favorite meditation music. Today, unfortunately, I don't have a mix, a playlist ready. I'm still working on that. But for now, if you'd like to, if you put in guided meditation music, sorry, not guided, just meditation music in YouTube or on Spotify, Apple Music, whichever you prefer, you will find the right kind of music that you can use in the background. It's best if it's really ambient and not just instrumental with no other voice, so that you can focus on my voice. For those of you who want to have that, and yes, you can have both running next to the Zoom or the YouTube channel, depending on where you're watching. And if you don't like music, just leave it as is. Another thing that is very important to know before we go in, because again, I don't know which level you are already in contact with your spirit guides. Some of us have had more contact, some of us less. Just so that you know, the way I'm going to call it, connect to our spirit guides is very different from person to person. Some of us see them very clearly with our inner eye, to explain it that way. Some of us feel them. Some of us hear them. I know that some of us even taste them. Like we have a taste and then we know through the taste what they're trying to tell us and who's there. And for some of us, there are some meditations where we just sometimes even not see anything, which is also okay, because, it might happen that you have so many thoughts that are coming in from different things. And I always say that's okay, because sometimes we have those kind of days. And then maybe it's more time to allow the thoughts to come in and to go pass by, like practice the thoughts to come in and to just, make them pass by and move on out of your system again. But of course, I'm hoping that when you're here, the energy helps you to stay there. But again, sometimes that's one of the things that we can't control always, right? And it shouldn't be always. This is like sometimes it will happen, sometimes it won't happen. I do call upon my spirits and your spirits. And when I talk of spirits, who am I talking about? So for me, our spirit guides encompasses all of them. I know that some people like to, have hierarchies and, say that these are from, that special realm and from this special realm. For me, in the understanding that I have had through all the years that I've worked with spirits, it never to me, it never felt right to have that kind of, um, how do you say, like, yeah, it's like giving them labels that they have to be some places or whatever, and it just never felt right. So for me, spirit guides encompasses all. This includes angels, it includes ancestors, it includes our spirit animals, totem animals, our magical creatures. Um, I'm gonna even call in extraterrestrial because if we, if we start thinking about that, who counts as extra, our ghosts and spirits, are they extraterrestrial or not? What I do take a look at when I do this work is that I call them in, all the ones that are supporting us. So they help us to keep a safe space where we can do the work that we're going to be doing in today's journey, guided journey to connect with your spirit guides. And of course, the more you practice, the better you're going to get in, connecting with them. My main idea to create these Sunday meditations has always been to create a space where you can practice to connect, because the more you practice to connect with your spirit guides, the better you're going to be able to do everything, right? Because our spirit guides, from the understanding that I've had from them and from the work with them, is that they're just waiting there for us to ask for help, for us to help ask them, for guidance as well, and for us to find our guidance within them as well, because they are part of us as well. I hope it's not too far around. So those are those points. Let me see if I don't forget anything. So it's important how what you see. Again, if yeah, I think that's a good thing. The way I guide the journeys is that I always will create a space where I guide you to connect you with them, and then you will have the time and space to get in contact with them and to talk to them. I always suggest in the beginning to sort of like get to know the energies that want to support you in this moment. So whether, you can ask who is here to support me, and then, allow them to tell you who is there. Because I believe that we sometimes think that this or that spirit wants to help me, but for the situation that we have, sometimes a different kind of energy is better, and we don't know, so we still cling on one special energy. So that's why you will always have me asking into the ether, who of my spirit guides wants to support me today with what I have planned. All right. And today, because today is a very special day, I will, I always let myself be guided when I guide you. So I don't always know the exact details. I just know that we are, and this is an information that they gave me. It's an eclipse coming up, a new moon, and Chinese New Year, meaning the fiery horse is coming. So I don't know if the snake will appear to say something again before she leaves, or if the horse will come today. But it will be, we are definitely going into that energy because these journeys are for the coming week. So we will see what comes up from that side. Yes, I hope I didn't forget anything. If you want to, let me know here on YouTube in the chat if you have any questions before we get started, and for you on Zoom as well. If you have any questions, let me know in the chat before we dive into the journey. And while you might be typing, I'm going to take a sip of my water and giving time everybody else to come join us, for those who wanted to join a little bit later and not listen to my explanations in the beginning. Hmm. Or maybe get your music ready in case you want to get your music ready. All right. I'm not seeing any questions, so I'm going to Take one last sip and then we're going to get started. All right, my beautiful ones. I'm going to ask all our spirit guides of everybody attending right now and everybody attending in the recording afterwards. Let's ask all our spirit guides, our ancestors, angels, spirit guides, spirit healers, spiritual teachers, spiritual healers, animals, totem animals, spirit animals. I don't know why the whales want to come today. All right. Welcome, whales. And interesting. Um, and of course, with them to all our magical creatures. Let's welcome our unicorns and dragons. And all our nature spirits. Wow. The fairies. Aloha, welcome. Thank you for coming and joining in this very special circle where we can go and feel into the energy of the coming week. Let's invite the four elements and the four directions and let's create this circle. May this circle today be blessed. Be blessed for the coming week. As above, so below, as within, so outside. As in big, also in small. Let's have a moment for everybody to arrive. If you want to, and close your eyes, this is the moment now. To close your eyes and to feel into yourself. Feel your breath, the air coming in when you inhale and leaving your body when you exhale. And then on the next inhale, I want you to imagine, how universal light comes flowing in through your crown chakra. You inhale through your crown chakra, universal energy, and it starts spreading into your body and reaches every cell. And when you exhale through your navel, through your belly button, and it takes away all your worries. All your sorrows, whatever you were thinking about of last week or this weekend, you're releasing it through your belly button. And you feel how your body becomes lighter and lighter. And again, you inhale through your crown chakra, universal energy of ease. And it supports you in relaxing your whole body. You feel it become more lighter, more at ease. If there's a special place that is a little tender in your body, imagine yourself inhaling through that area in your body, inhaling the universal energy and then exhaling it through your belly button, through your navel. And with this very, very relaxed body, imagine yourself walking through a forest. You smell the pine trees, or maybe it's other kinds of trees and flowers, and you feel the earth beneath your feet. Mm. And maybe you feel how the wind caresses your skin, or you hear a bird in the distance, or maybe you just know that those things are here in this forest. And while you're walking through the forest, you come to a very open space. And in the center of this space is a fire, a bonfire. And you see some wood logs lying around it. And you already feel the energy that there's a lot of people coming in now into the circle to this bonfire. And you find your own log and sit down and take a moment to contemplate the fire in front of you. And while you're sitting there, you start feeling a presence. Someone, one of your spirit guides, has come up and sat down next to you. Maybe you're able to see it or hear it. You know that this is your spirit guide, the one that is going to support you and guide you on your journey today. If this is your first time meeting up, take a moment to ask your spirit guide for its name or what and who it is in your life. Mm. Now that you have acquainted yourself with your spirit guide, take your time to go into conversation about the coming week. Is there anything specific that you want to know? Is there a specific guidance you would like to have? Or is there a specific challenge where you need and want support? This is the moment where you can ask them for their help. Or maybe also calling in some more spirit guides of yours to come and support. Take this time to be in conversation with your spirit guides. And in case your mind wanders off, come back to the intention of next week, starting on February 16th. Or maybe they want to tell you something. Be open to receive whatever message wants to come through right now. Slowly you come back with your attention, with your spirit guides to the bonfire. And you take a moment again to check in with the fire in front of you, to see the flames dancing, feel the warmth of it. And you feel another energy present, coming closer. This time, it's the snake here to support you and help you release. What do you want to leave back in the snake year? What are you done with? What is it that you don't need anymore? This can be your personal traits, as well as mind beliefs, or maybe even physical. Whatever you're ready to let go, pass it on to the snake or allow her to take it away from you. And know that she will only take with her what you don't need and don't want anymore. And as the snake gathers the last little bits and pieces We send her gratitude for everything that she showed us last year, for everything that was necessary for us to let go. And once again, we bring our focus back to the bonfire, to the dancing flames, to the warmth. And as we are looking into the flames, you start seeing the fire horse arise from the flames over the bonfire right in front of you. And it is asking to follow. So you and your spirit guides start following the fire horse that immediately jumps up into the air and starts flying higher and higher. And you're following because your spirit guides are helping you to follow the fire horse with its strength, with its power, with its fastness. You follow it as it climbs higher and higher into the air, into the sky, into the universe. And as it's going higher and higher, you see that it is flying towards the moon, the new moon that is being covered. No, it's the sun that is being covered by the moon. Mm. And you come higher and higher and go flying with the fiery horse onto the moon. And together you're standing on the moon with the fire horse in front of you and your spirit guides. And you take this moment to receive the blessing, to receive the guidance for the coming months. Allow whatever information the horse or the moon has for you to come through. And if you have any wishes, anything that you want to call into your life, tell the fire horse, tell the moon what you need, what you desire, and ask for their blessing and for their support in bringing this energy into your life. Allow the blessing from the fire horse and the new moon sink into your system, into your energy field, knowing that they will help you in creating what you desire. Let's ask the fire horse for one last question, for it to give you a symbol, a sign, or a word that will help you in moments of doubt, in moments where you feel like it might not work. Let it give you that symbol, that sign, that word, so that you can remember today's blessing. And you take that symbol or sign or word, you turn to your spirit guides, and together you start flying back through the universe, from the moon down back to Earth. You see how Earth comes closer. You see the continents, maybe even the mountains, rivers, and lakes, and cities, and you see your place getting closer. And then you see the bonfire. And you find yourself back at the bonfire, surrounded by the spirit guides that supported you, and surrounded by everybody else who attended today's special journey. And while you're starting to refocus your energy towards your breathing, you let everything sink in that you received today, all the words of wisdom from your spirit guides, from the snake, from the fire horse, and from the moon. And you refocus yourself on breathing. And you breathe in again through your crown chakra. You inhale all the energy of all the wonderful things you received today. You inhale them into your body. Allow your breath to fill every cell in your body. And this time you exhale it through your feet into the ground. And you feel how all of this information fills you up and will give you the strength. And especially because you're exhaling through your feet, the grounding for the coming week. You stand strong in your energy, in your strength. You are as focused as you can be on all the things that you are going to want to call into your life. And you are as grounded in your own energy for the coming week. So whatever challenge comes up, you are standing strong. You will know the solutions, and you will stay with your energy, with yourself. take 3 more deep breaths, inhaling through your crown chakra, inhaling it into your whole body, and exhaling through your feet, allowing this energy and this breathing to ground you into your body. And whenever you are ready and you feel grounded again into your body, you open your eyes and come back into the here, into the now. I'm going to give you a moment to come back into your body. If you feel like moving, allow yourself to stretch, to yawn, or maybe to sneeze or to cough. That's all just a symbol or sign of energy being moved through your body. If you want to take a moment to take notes, to write down what you received today. And while you do that, I'm going to say goodbye to everybody who watched on YouTube. It was wonderful to have you here. If you feel like joining the Q&A afterwards, you'll find the link to the Cyber Coven in the description. Please use that one for next Sunday at 21 o'clock. I hope I'll see you there. And I wish you all the best for the coming week. May this fire horse and new moon give you the blessings that you have wished for.